Good morning, everybody. Happy day 3 of Vlogtober. Can you hear my little baby birds and of course all of the other songbirds that are living in my yard? A little update on the hawk slash chicken slash duck situation. So as I mentioned on day 1, we had an incident for the first time I think ever in all the years that we've had pet chickens and of course now the duck. We've never had a hawk come here, I don't think. And so anyway, you know, thankfully the babies are all fine, but they are still wanting to hide out, and they have a strong sense of self-preservation. So they're still hanging out down here in our house plants. So I don't know if any of you have noticed, if you've noticed like this year versus previous years if you've watched, but when I shared some footage of my kitchen a couple days ago, we have 0 plants in there right now, whereas we used to have monsteras that touched the ceiling. They took up half of the entire kitchen. But for several reasons, I kind of just wanted them out. Everything, we'll go into that later. So all of our houseplants are basically living outside right now while it's warm. So it's kind of like a little forest over here right against our house. So the baby birds are hanging out in there. So anyway, that's where they are, if you can hear them. And oh, they're looking at me. They look so sweet. I'll turn the camera around so you can see. Good morning, babies. They feel so much better when I'm out here with them. Oh, what are you doing, ducky? Oh goodness. Yeah, we have lots of little plant propagations that they are trying to snack on. So I'm trying to keep all of that out of the way. There we go. Yep. Good morning, ducky duck. Good morning, ducky duck. So this duck, she is definitely their mama. It's very cute. Do you have something going on, little ducky? She's very attentive when I converse with her. And she just learned how to quack a couple days ago, so that's been really fun. You can see she's really listening to me speak. So I think she is very much imprinted on Jason and myself. And then these chicks are very much imprinted on her. So everything she does, they are sure to do. It's pretty funny. And in the past when we've had chickens, we've always been the ones that they've imprinted on. But for these little babies, raising them together with this duck, again, it's been really cute because I think they think they're ducks right now. It's precious. I'm sorry if you can hear the airplanes. They're so loud. There's lots of airplanes in my area. Yeah, it's about 8:30, so I need to get going to the shop in an hour, and now the birds are swarming my feet. Anyway, I need to go inside and finish getting ready. My daughter is playing dress up. I've made her a smoothie. She's been up since 5, so she's basically on second breakfast. So I need to go eat too. And yeah. Oh, my outfit today, let's see if I can get a good video. It's entirely handmade except for this blouse, which is thrifted, so I think that's pretty fun. So I made this top and these shorts. Everything's a bit wrinkly. I didn't take the time to iron them this morning, but yeah, so that's the Orchard top by Helen's Closet, and then the side bow boxer shorts by Matchy Matchy Sewing Club. We'll have to plant these today if there's time. There's so many. And of course the amazing thing about pansies is they will last all throughout the winter. Alright, so here's the, well, I guess this is all some yarn that I dyed yesterday. There's still a bit more to put out, but over here we've got some non-superwash DK, we've got lavender and thyme and blue velvet, and then here's the superwash DK, lavender and thyme, and ginger carrot cake. And these are all almost dry. These ones they weren't cooled down yet, so I couldn't put them out to dry yesterday. So now I just gotta wait for those to dry, and then I can skein them up and clear the rack. So we just got a new shipment in from a new company, and I'm excited to check these out in person. I've only ever seen them online, I think, but they're pretty popular. You will probably be familiar with them, but it's a new candle line for the shop. So I brought in wax and wool, which is pretty cool. Again, I've heard of them for many years. So I went ahead and ordered in their fall collection, and if they are as amazing in person as they seem, and if they do well, I'll probably bring in more of their core collections, but I'm very excited. You did it! Oh! I don't normally have shipments delivered to the shop because I feel like every time I've had like FedEx or UPS come here, they have gotten my package confused or lost or something, so I'm always a bit nervous. I didn't even realize that I had this shipped to the store, but I'm glad I did because it showed up and now I can just put it right out. So here's the actual shipment. It's really not that many, but again, I'm excited to check it out. That wasn't yours, baby. That was from the daycare. It was in the parking lot. Okay, so this one is called Autumn Leaves. That's my favorite kind of smell. It's a little bit like cologne, but not overpowering. Like something, I don't know, just kind of masculine, but really comforting. That's really nice. There's like a tiny hint of sweetness to it too. Okay, flannel blanket. That sounds really nice. Oh my goodness. That is really amazing. These are soy wax candles too. That's my favorite kind. Cinnamon chai. That's probably going to be my personal winner. I don't know, there is pumpkin spice and I am a bit of a fiend for that. I'm a happy camper. I think that's all the smells. Oh, spiced cider. Ooh, if you like apple, that one's for you. Okay, now I think that's all the smells. I think that there's 2 of each. Oh, hibernate. There's another one. Oh no, this is my favorite. Save the best for last. So yeah, I'm very excited to put these out. In years past, I've purchased the pumpkin, what is it? Pumpkin Caramel Crunch from Hope's Landing, which is a brand that I really care about because they employ women who are survivors of not so great situations. I didn't place an order with them this year, although I'm kind of thinking about ordering in some of their lotion. But anyway, I'm excited to try out a new brand, and they are wonderful.
Can he go in there?
Sure. Okay, same drill as always. My daughter is napping in the next room, so you might have to turn up your volume for this part. So sorry. So you know how I said I was going to focus on the projects that I shared yesterday? Well, that is still very true, and I have a million projects that I would love to get to, but I was just in the back deep cleaning and sorting like my personal stash for yarn and fabric and this and that, and I just really, skeins of yarn are easy to store, but cakes and scrap balls of yarn are really difficult for me to store. And owning a yarn store, I have to be very mindful of how yarn is stored. Basically, I can't risk any kind of pests or potential damage, anything like that. So I have to be very mindful about keeping everything safe and very clean, balls of yarn clean. So I've decided to cast on a project. I was looking through stash busting projects, and of course there are a million out there, but I really wanted something that would use several strands of yarn at a time. So I decided on the AquaMarline by Park Williams. I think it's going to be really cute. I love all of the project pages, and I think it's a great opportunity to use up a lot of this yarn. So I'm not going to really do a lot of planning. I'm mostly just going to get started and just play with it. I think that's kind of the whole point of a project like this. So I definitely have more scraps at home, but I'll probably just start here and see what I can come up with. It's going to be a bulky gauge, so it'll probably work up quickly, and if it for whatever reason doesn't fit me great, or if I'm not happy with it, like for myself, then I can happily give it away and you know, to like my best friend or something. We'll see. But yeah, so that's my new plan and I'm kind of excited, so I wanted to share that. You guys all really loved it last year when I shared the orders that were going out, so I thought I would share this one because it's very colorful and fun. It has a couple of my favorite things in it, including this colorway. It's called Virtual Reality, and it's absolutely one of my favorites. And when I first came up with this colorway, it was very sad because I wrote down the recipe, I had everything just right, or so I thought, and then when I went to go replicate it, the lavender base was coming out incredibly vibrant purple, and so I tried it again and again over the past year or so, and I just could not get it right. And then finally I worked it out, so I'm not sure, I can't remember what the deal was, but I finally figured it out, and now I can dye my favorite colorway again. Yeah, I hope to use this sometime soon myself. But so yeah, we've got that, and then we've got Dragon Heart, which has peachy pink, burgundy, bright orange pops, some deep pink. So love that one. And then this is Flower Crown, kind of a beigey pink base with lots of these really bright green and pink and golden yellow speckles and variegation. So really love those. And then these have been so popular since I brought them in, these Hive and Holler lotion bars. In fact, I think I only have maybe 3 or 4 left in stock, so I should order more. But yeah, those are just little, you know, palm-sized lotion bars. And then, of course, a classic twice-shirred sheep sock ruler. These are amazing. So I need to go ahead and get this in the mail. Unfortunately, the post office closes at 4, which is the same time that I close. So there's probably, even if I drop it in the box, it probably won't go out till tomorrow. But yeah, so thank you to this person if you are watching for your order. And I'm happy to send it out to you. This is so fun. I love these colors together. Ooh, maybe like that. Yeah, I love it. And here it is ready to go out. I've got a few of these pink pumpkin mailers left over from last year. This might actually be my last one, but I think it's so fun, especially since today is actually October 1st and it's pumpkin month, of course. Yeah, I'm gonna pop this guy into the mail. Okay guys, we were just about to leave for the day. And as some of you know, I knitted Ara a couple of very sweet pandas. This was the first one. It's very well loved. And this was the second one. And we were just about to leave. This one's usually wearing a little sweater. We were just about to leave for the day when Ara discovered that Panda has a little hole. Not sure what happened there. It looked like some of the yarn broke up here. I don't know if that's where I joined in the round. I think the round was on the back, so I'm not sure. But it developed a little hole, and I told her I would fix Panda as soon as we got back here tomorrow, but she was very upset that Panda would be all alone. So I'm gonna go ahead and repair Panda, and hopefully we can do a good job, and then Panda can come home and it's gonna be okay, okay?
It won't. He don't have any holes.
That's good.
He just loves me so very much.
He does, yeah. Okay, there's a little surgical scar, but I wanted to make sure that that thread was extra secure since it was such a short tail that was sticking out from the original yarn. And since this is stuffed, I can't exactly go in on the inside and fix things inside. So I guess that's not going to make much sense. But this was the best solution, I think. And Panda's all fixed. Aw. I'm glad we stayed a little late and fixed Panda tonight. That was worth it, wasn't it? And you gotta take good care of your sweet panda bear. He's recovering. You gotta give him lots of love. Right, just a quick project update on this one since I'm about to pack it up and take it home. I should focus on the side bow slipover. I'm right at the end, but this has been... Okay, baby, can you unplug the pink light for me? Please? Thank you. Anyway, yeah, this has just been so fun, so I'm gonna just keep working on this one.
Those I still wanted the pumpkin one.
Ara said that Panda must wear his cute sweater before we leave, so now he's nice and cozy. All right, let's go home. Hi, Tucky. I guess they're excited that I just got home. Hi, Ducky. Oh. Hi, Fern. Hey, poor dog. I love this hour when it's almost golden hour. It's absolutely beautiful. Everything gets just the most beautiful glow. As you can see, we really don't have any crops this fall. We had a lot over the summer, but I don't know, I think it was just a really hot and dry summer. Jason, for the first time ever, decided to fill up these beds with flowers for me, which was really nice. But over the summer we had lots of tomatoes, pumpkins. We still have our pepper plants over there, and they're still kind of producing, but no more tomatoes. That's completely gone. You can see where this dry patch is still residing because we had these two gigantic orb weavers living there and laying their eggs and all of that, and so we were leaving them because obviously they're good for the garden. Looks like there are. You can see my shadow. There are still some little tomatoes coming in, so that's nice. But it's mostly flowers. Okay, baby. Okay. Here's the big pepper plants. Still lots of bell peppers and poblanos and some shishitos coming in here. We've got some zinnias. This is a kind of, I think that's the roselle hibiscus. Here's a giant sweet potato plant. And there's a little spider. I have to be so careful when I'm walking around the garden that I don't accidentally walk into one of these. You got a dandelion? Thank you so much.
It's for you.
Aw, thank you. I know you did. Thanks. Hi, pretty duck. As some of you know, we roast all of our own coffee, or most of our own coffee unless we have just completely run out. So today I need to roast coffee. So this is the container we usually store our green coffee beans in, and I need to refill it. Right now we don't have anything fancy. This is kind of the cheapest one that I get, and a lot of times I do get like nice fancy coffees, but I guess I won't say a lot of times. Every once in a while I get a nice fancy coffee, like an Ethiopian or Indonesian, but they're much more expensive, and we are obviously buying them 5 to 10 pounds at a time. So this one from Brazil is one of the cheaper ones. Anyway, I need to refill my container and get some coffee roasting. Gonna have some of the leftover lentil cakes and the baba ganoush for a snack / dinner. I don't have dinner plans. Thank you, honey. We're collecting eggs late at night. I had to stop recording pretty abruptly earlier, but it's so late, 9 o'clock, that's super late for me. We're finally home. We had to run all kinds of errands kind of late this afternoon, like going to check on our chickens, and then we had to go to the store to get things like a couple of just things that we were out of, as it turned out. But when we got home from the shop today, my daughter got to play for a couple of hours with some of the neighbor kids, and they did all kinds of stuff. It was really fun. Had a little accident, but everything was okay. But I wanted to show you guys just a couple of things, I guess, to close out today's video. One, this is my favorite show ever on the whole planet. And my daughter's about to turn off the overhead light. Anyway, this is my favorite show on the entire planet, and we found the complete series on DVD, whereas before they only had seasons 1 and 2 and maybe a couple copies of season 3. They really didn't publish the seasons, and there's 7 seasons. Anyway, regular show is so good, and we found the complete box set. Very exciting. So yeah. And then another thing, when we were in Macon, Georgia last week, we went to like a used bookstore. That's kind of our thing that we like to do for souvenirs, and we got this beautiful copy of Stuart Little. This looks like a green book, but it's absolutely lovely, and it's got beautiful illustrations in it. So I'm looking forward to reading through this with my daughter. Thank you. And then I got a book that's very unlike me, I have to say. Not my genre, but the cover was so cute. The Cinnamon Bun Bookstore. Hi. Okay. Okay, baby. Alright, I guess we're going to go ahead and say goodnight. So I'll see you guys tomorrow. Side note, I see the comments starting to roll in on today's video. Today was the first day that, a video went up. And so I just wanted to just say a quick reminder that this year I'm actually recording 2 days in advance. So the reason why I haven't said anything about your comments yet in a video is because I'm actually a little bit more ahead than usual. So I hope that makes sense. Anyway, I hope you guys have a great afternoon or morning or whenever you're watching this, and I will see you again tomorrow. Also, I'm sorry, this chandelier is very loud. My daughter turned the fan on it, and I just noticed that. Hopefully it's not too distracting. Anyway, see you tomorrow.